We need to renew a community, not an organization, but a fellowship, not a hierarchy, but a group of equals. The community needs to be renewed. However, given the fact that men have abused and neglected the priesthood that they've been given, and given the fact that if men are only going to hold the priesthood, that there ought to be some other independent check, I would suggest, and it is agreeable to the Lord, that when it comes to sustaining men to perform as priesthood, only women should vote. No man should be allowed to vote to sustain another priesthood holder. Period. If only men hold it, then only women should sustain them. When you ordain, you should ordain no one to an office. You only confer the priesthood. Have no offices among you. Let everyone be equal. Be without ranks.
Equality in governance is a system where every individual, regardless of gender, wealth, or lineage, has equal standing before the law, equal voice in decision-making, equal accountability to the community, and equal access to spiritual authority and service, with no permanent offices, titles, or compensated leadership. In the covenant Christian movement, there is no priesthood rank or office. All men stand equal. The women vote to sustain a man for a priesthood certificate and can form a council to remove a certificate. Denver said only women should vote. No man should be allowed to vote to sustain another priesthood holder, period. If only men hold it, then only women should sustain them. This prevents male collusion, self-perpetuation, and abuse. The sustaining by 7 women creates an independent check. He also said, you should ordain no one to an office. You only confer the priesthood. Have no offices among you. Let everyone be equal. Be without rank. The lack of an office or title eliminates bureaucracy, clergy, class, and power structures. This is a practical application of the principle of equality in governance. A great example of this principle can be found in 4th Nephi. The people were all converted to the Lord throughout the land, both Nephites and Lamanites. There were no conflicts or disputes among them. Everyone dealt fairly and honestly with each other. They had all things in common, so there weren't any rich or poor people, enslaved or free people. But they were all given their freedom and all allowed to share in the heavenly gift. There were no conflicts in the land because of God's love that filled the people's hearts. This is an example of the ultimate equality that our movement would like to produce. On the other hand, in Helaman, it shows the opposite. It talks about the Gadianton robbers that murdered 2 chief judges and got away with it. They used their secret signs and words to identify any fellow gang member who had made the covenant. It didn't matter what crime his fellow gang member committed, he would be protected by the other gang members. They were able to murder, rob, steal, and commit whoredoms and all kinds of evil, violating the laws of the land and the laws of God also. Anyone who belonged to their gang and revealed their wickedness and corruption to the world was to be tried, not according to their country's laws, but according to the rules of their gang society. Secret combinations destroy equality by creating hidden hierarchies, bribes, and murder for gain. The lesson we take is that equality in governance fails when secrecy and ambition replace open consent.